Leopold on the beat.
Hey man, welcome back. It's T Smooth. This is another video I'm trying to do for y'all. A lot of people hit me up from my first video. It didn't get as many views, but a lot of people that seen it knew me. So they hit me up and was asking me questions about ways they can start building their credit. Hold on, I'm driving right now, but no, it's not the same option, but wanted to get a video out for y'all. But people was asking me basically, how can they build their credit or start building their credit up with not that
500 feet, keep right to take US 29 north, US 78 east.
But they was asking me ways that they can build their credit up.
Now keep right to take US 29 north.
Hey, how do I turn her off, man? So they were basically asking me questions like, is there ways that they can build it without needing to put so much money down in order to build their credit up? So I'm gonna be showing y'all basically how y'all can boost up 100 of y'all points with basically a $12 investment that is not even really your investment. This website, you can build your credit up and they give you a loan. Now, the way that this one works is, it's not a big loan. It's literally $12. So this isn't a big loan. The loan is literally $12 and they give you a $12 loan so you can pay back a year worth of credit with $1 per month. So you can use this $12 or you can keep it in there to pay it off, but you're paying off $1 per month so you can build you a credit repaying history. Now you're probably asking me like, why would I care about a $12 loan? Like I said, none of this stuff is for you to just go ahead and start trying to go out the big gate and buy stuff. This is basically for you to build your credit up. So now with this website, it's basically helping you rebuild your credit. And if you don't know how FICO score works or how credit score works, your payment history is your... Now, if you don't know how FICO score works or how credit score works, your payment history makes up 30% of your actual FICO score, and how much you're paying doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So that 10% or 15% of credit mix basically indicates how much. So you have 35% is basically how much you, like how often do you pay off your accounts, and how often do you pay, and do you pay in full? And that 30% is basically your accounts in general. So that 10% mix makes up if you are paying off $40,000 or $40. You know, credit is trust. Credit is building your trust with different companies. Your credit is how a company knows if they can trust you or not with their money, right? So if they see that you're constantly paying off one piece of loan every month at the same time, they don't care about the amount. They just care that you're paying. You get what I'm saying? So if you're using that, and on top of that, you're sitting there and you have the 20K, 10K, 4K account, and you're paying that off as well, your scores are going to boost up. And under a year, you can get your score up an extra 100 points with this. But I'm about to go ahead and come from this area, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to be showing y'all basically and explaining to y'all how this credit thing works. And yeah, I'm going to show y'all the website and how you can sign up and go through it. All right, peace out. Alright, this is how your FICO score is calculated. So we're going to start off with the payment history. Your payment history is 35% of your FICO score. That's why I was telling you that the $12 loan really doesn't matter as long as you're paying it off consistently every month on the day it's supposed to be paid. Because it's showing the banks that you can be trusted with money and pay it back on the same time. 30% is basically your accounts owned, meaning how many accounts do you have open? Now, the only way that this really affects you, because the more accounts, having more accounts can actually be better for you than having little accounts, because you want your credit utilization to be as low as possible. So the more accounts you have, the less utilization of your credit you're using. Like, if I use $5 out of $10, that's 50%. But if I use $5 out of $100, that's 5%. If you get what I'm saying. So the more credit you use, the less credit you have, the more credit you use, if you get what I'm saying. So you want to have as many accounts open as possible
not as possible, but you want to have a decent amount of credit accounts open and you're paying them off. Because once you do that, it's showing the banks that you can be trusted with money and you don't really need the money. So if they know you don't really need the money, they're willing to give you more money. It's backwards, but it makes sense. 10% is new credit. Now, by new credit, that basically just means like different accounts you open up. So like if you open too many accounts at one time, then it shows that you are a great risk, you feel me? Like, so if you don't have long credit history and you open up too many credit accounts at the same time, and it means you could be a high risk borrower. But if you're paying it off, then that really kind of negates itself. That's why it's only 10%, because it can make or break it, but not too much. All right, next you're gonna go with is 15%. Is basically the length of your credit score or your credit history, meaning how old your credit is. So if you are 31 and you just started building your credit when you turn 28, that means your credit history is 2 years. Yeah, pretty much. So like in general, if you have longer credit history, your FICO score is gonna be a lot better. But like, I mean, it depends. Like, okay, so if you have good credit and you're paying it off, then yeah, you have a lot of credit, like long history of credit, then your credit history and your credit FICO score is gonna be good. But if you got a lot of credit history but you don't pay nothing, then you're not established. You know what I'm saying? Like your FICO score, it takes into account to how long your credit account has been established, including the age of your oldest account and the age of your newest account, and the average age of all your accounts. So you want to have it all in moderation. Also, they pick on how long it's been since you used certain accounts. So like if you got like an older account and you don't use it as much, then I guess it don't really affect it. And then the last 10% is like credit mix. It's like retail accounts, installment loans, finance, little stuff like that. But that 10% can actually be added onto your payment history depending on the type of loans you open. So that's your credit score, and that's how your FICO score works. I didn't want to give y'all a little breakdown on that before we get to the next part of the video. Now this is the website I'm going to be showing y'all. It's called Kikoff, Kikoff. Kikoff is a website that can give you either revolving credit for their storefront, or they can give you a $12 installment, quote unquote, installment loan. They give you a $12 loan with a 0% APR that you pay off for the entire year, meaning that's $1 per month. 12 months, 0 APR, $12 loan. That's $1 per month. You're probably wondering, okay, that's all fine and dandy, but why would a $12 loan impact my credit? Now, a $12 loan doesn't impact your credit because it's a $12 loan. A $12 loan can hold the same weight as a $1,200 loan. It's the fact that you're paying off this loan every single month. That factors in to your FICO score, like I explained before this. That will have a bigger factor on your FICO score than the amount that you're actually getting. So if you're paying back every month, all they see is that you're paying back. When businesses check your credit, they check your credit in the most lazy way possible, meaning they're not looking as of what you're paying. They're looking as of if you're paying. They want to be able to know that they have a trust credit. Your credit is credibility. Are you credible to pay bills on time? Are you credible to use the money in a responsible way? Or are you credible to use their money without anything in collateral? So what you would do is you come to the website. They have a current wait list. That's because there's a lot of people. It's a mass amount of people coming in trying to build their credit. But the faster you come to the website and join the wait list, the faster you'll be put onto the wait list, basically. And you'll get ahead of a lot more people. How it works. The credit bureau that they report to is Experian. Right here. You can see right here. They report to Experian. You can always come to the website as well. Scroll down and find out their social medias and try to get in contact with somebody who works there. But the frequently asked question page can really answer all these questions that I'm going to answer for y'all. So Kikoff, like I explained it to you. Now, Kickoff doesn't pull your credit. They don't soft pull or hard pull. They don't collect your business bank account information. I mean, they are giving you a $12 loan. They're going to put it on your credit though. That's why you got to pay it off, and that's how you're building your credit. But they don't pull your credit at all. They don't soft pull or hard pull. I think it takes 6 weeks for it to show up. Now, it can take the 6 weeks to show up on your credit report, depending on when in the month you signed up. Kickoff reports everyone's payments at the end of every month, and once it has been reported, it can take up to 2 weeks to be processed and added to your credit report. So it takes 6 weeks to show up on your credit, and it takes 2 weeks to be processed. For example, if you made a kickoff payment in August 5th, they'll report the payment on the end of August, and you can expect to see it on your credit report between September 1st, September 15th. So 6 weeks or to a month, if you get what I'm saying. It helps you keep track of your score by having your score available in your account. And if you use a credit monitoring tool such as Credit Karma, you might see it on there even earlier. You can keep checking in, and remember, it's about the long haul. So you're building your credit over a year. Building your credit is going to take a long time, because the biggest essential of your credit is basically your credit history. So you're building your credit over amount of a year. The reason it's taking this long, building your credit isn't something you can do fast. Anyone can have an 800 credit score, but not everyone can have 2 years worth of credit history. Credit history plays a big role when it comes to trying to get anything. There's a lot of people with 800 credit scores who can really get a 5,000 credit line. It's all about your credibility, how long you built your credit, and your trust with different businesses. You get what I'm saying? So you're probably wondering the states that they're in. They're in 41 states. They're not in Louisiana, Delaware, South Dakota, North Dakota, Indiana, Nevada, Mississippi, and Rhode Island, and Idaho. So you're not going to be able to join the wait list, I think. I mean, you can still join the wait list, but they're not signing anyone in those states yet. So, but you can always use a VPN about that. If you want me to go into detail, I can show you. But, or you can use a different family member's address, just little stuff like that. Then, last but not least, why can you trust Kickoff? They help thousands of people. It's a low risk. You can see all their testimonials on social media and YouTube. There's no strings attached also. And I believe they're backed by the Better Business Bureau, but that could be just a misconception about me. So if you want to get started, the link will be down below. I am not getting no type of affiliate code, nothing. No, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just giving you guys a good website that I signed up for myself, and I'll keep you guys updated. I appreciate everyone for clicking on the video, watching. If I brought any value to you, if you feel like this would help you, if you're going to get this credit loan for yourself, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. Any questions, leave a comment down below. My email is down below as well. You can always email me there. Even if you're not trying to have any business deals going on in there, you can still email me, ask me any questions. And yeah, leave a like. And you can watch my other videos. Thank you for watching. Peace out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm finished. It's going to take 10 years to edit.